What's up, fight fans? It's me, Patrick, my boy Alex. We're here with some fight recap. It's Sunday evening, so let's get into some of the fights. We got some fight news as well, but let's start with this UFC card that we had last night. First with the prelims. All right, we're looking at Nurullo Eliev. All right, remaining undefeated, getting his majority decision over Rafael Alves. Also, we got Joe Selecki catching a submission, second round against Carl Deaton. All right, next one we got Ode Osborne taking a split decision versus Charles Johnson. Then we got the Monkey King Jordan Levitt taking a TKO in the first round over Victor Martinez. Jasmine Jasuda Vicious, all right, getting a decision over Gabriela Fernandez. And then to finish the prelims off, we got Alex's boy, Trevor Peak, winning the very end of round one against Eric Gonzalez. So just getting it done in time. All right. We got a little bit of a shorter main card, and we'll get into that in a bit. Mike Mallet winning via submission in the first round over Johan Lionesse. All right. Tatiana Suarez making her comeback, getting that submission in the second round over Montana De La Rosa. And then Augusto Sakai getting it done with a decision against Dantel Mays. And then in the new main event, we have Brendan Allen surprisingly submitting Andre Muniz in the main event, round three. All right. And we touched on this a little bit. We got a new main event because Nikita Krylov, day of the fight, he pulls out getting some illness. I guess some shit's been going around Saturday and the days before, but unfortunate. A little bit more fortunate news. We got Nurullo Eliev remaining undefeated. So I think that's his ninth victory, maybe eighth victory. So he's staying undefeated. And then again, of course, we got Tatiana Suarez making her comeback at 125, getting that submission over De La Rosa. All right. And surprisingly, in the new main event, I didn't see this coming. Brendan Allen submitting Andre Muniz. Feel free to hop in at any point, Alex. I know some of these are pretty surprising.
I think nobody saw this one. You see, even Muniz closed his eyes. He didn't want to see it. So that's a big surprise.
We were a little busy Saturday night eating chavap and whatnot, but when I saw the results for this, Mooney's losing via rear naked choke, I thought for sure, all right, Allen probably rocked him on the feet, beat him up on the feet, took his back and choked him out. But honestly, he kind of beat him up everywhere. He beat him on the feet and he took him down. He took Mooney's down, out grappled him. I did not expect that. Passed his guard, took the back and choked him out. I don't know where Muniz was here or was last night. Maybe it's the short notice bump to main event, but Allen looked ready for it. He looked calm, composed, and he had the fight of his life against Muniz.
Yep, I agree with you. What do we have next?
Next up, we got the Bellator welterweight champion. All right, unifying the belts. And what do you think about this fight?
Yeah, I mean, like he put a clinic. Like if you go to see like on the next clip, like how many uh punches. Like if you see 249 out of the 410, 61%. Like so he put a clinic like almost like 2.5 more strikes than Storley. Like or just like amazing performance. Like and now undefeated, undisputed, and 27-0. I think that's maybe the biggest, the best score now currently in MMA.
Yeah, just a fun little question I like to think of is how do you think he would do against the UFC's welterweight champ, Leon Edwards?
I think he will do just fine. Like now the question is again like competition to get to that point. Like I don't see really UFC welterweight category now that's like a full of talent like it was before. Who do we have? We have Usman, we have okay,
We
Borsch.
got our boy Jack Della climbing up the ranks.
Okay, he's climbing up the ranks, but like
Yeah,
in the top 10, like it's like a not that great situation. Like so we will see what's gonna be. Like I think he would be in top 10 in UFC for sure. Like how he would
yeah,
deal. I think it's like a more spotlight, more pressure. Bellator is a little bit like on the side, so I think they have like a little bit more breathing space. Like they don't have like that pressure of the press of people following them. So I think like they have more gap like to be loose. Like in UFC it's another level with media obligations, with everything, spotlights. So it depends how he would deal with that, but I think he would do just fine.
yeah. That's true. I think most of these other organizations, when it comes to like the top, like their champions, I'd love to see them in the UFC and see how they fare against the champions in UFC because I think most of them are very good. But next up, speaking of guys outside the UFC, this is Alex's boy Jack Paul losing his perfect record against Tony Fury. Did you catch this fight?
No, you know how I'm going with this. I'm gonna stay out of it. I let you watch it, and to recap, I saw a little bit to prepare for this, so just like some short highlight.
Yeah,
But like I don't even know, and I'm gonna say again, why is this like in mainstream? I guess we are living
yeah,
in the age that we are living, and we have to cover it. But like, would anyone like pay attention about two fighters that they have only couple fights under their belt? That the first guy is not Jake Paul, like YouTube famous YouTuber. Let's go like this, and the other guy is like a brother of Tyson Fury. So that's the only reason why they have spot that they have, and nothing else. So I didn't see any reason why to follow that. I'm
yeah.
honestly.
I mean, I'm a little bit of a hater, right? But like to be honest, for the little experience Jake has, like he's not bad for the experience that he has, right? To fight with like lifelong fighters. Does he deserve the notoriety and all the publicity that he gets? I don't think so. I don't think he's earned that. But I mean, if you look at his record, the experienced fighters he's going against, even though they're not boxers, um, I mean, he does better than most people would. And now he fights a boxer who is actually a professional boxer. And it was a very close fight.
How professional boxer, like who he fought, like I don't know, like he said that I don't have, I didn't pull the records, but those guys like have, I don't know how many hundreds lost matches,
Yeah.
so can we really call him professional? We can call him professional brother, not boxer. So
No,
talking about that, like I'm just disagreeing with one thing. Jake Paul deserved his spot. He recognized in the world that we live in. He really got the, pushed himself in that spot. He did a perfect opponent, picking his opponents. Like managing to get like some really good victories. Like you know, and he is there where he like he deserved that spot. But like talking only about like boxing skills and everything, they don't deserve like even their picture to be in our currently shitty show. Like one day hopefully it's not gonna be, but like it is how it is. We have to cover it. Like and what to say. Like hopefully I think they're aiming for the matchup. Like for rematch.
yeah.
So we're gonna see how is that's gonna play out. What I heard is gonna be like a rematch, most likely in LA. So we will see how this is gonna finish.
Alex, I forget if we talked about this before, but did you hear any of this? Like he wants to actually fight in MMA, Jack Paul.
No, I know his brother is going like, but like maybe he's
I
aiming
guess
for.
Jack Paul signed to the PFL for a boxing match, followed by an MMA match, and he's calling out some people. Anthony Pettis threw his name into the hat. He's wanting to fight Nate Diaz, who is now a free agent, so that is possible. He's not under the UFC contract. So, do you think he actually steps in there, or is this just all fugazi?
I don't know. We will see. So far what he said he done. So we will see. Like I think like he's really like a magician for the media, for promotion, and for everything. And he put himself and his name to be relevant.
No.
And we will see. Like whatever he does, I think he's really, really planning it good. So let's just see. Can we skip to the next subject and get rid of this?
Yeah, enough of your favorite fighter. All right, this
Oh,
one's exciting. Gunnar Nelson versus Brian Barberina. I assume this is a welterweight, but you did say that someone's replacing someone on short notice.
yeah,
What's the
we have
story?
Daniel Rodriguez out due, I don't know which reason. So Brian Barberina is jumping in to face Gunnar Nelson on UFC 286 on March 18th. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I think like pretty easy matchup for Gunnar Nelson, and I think like he's going to have even easier job. Like to get that W. So let's see how that's going to play out.
For sure. Yeah, stylistically, it's a cool fight. Gunnar Nelson, cool karate, good submission grappling. Next, speaking of submission grappling, some of the best submission artists or submission grapplers in the lightweight division, Charles Oliveira versus Benil Dariush, May 6, UFC 288. So I'm sure we're going to be talking more about this, but very exciting matchup. I'm kind of surprised Benil didn't get slotted for a title fight right off the bat, but of course, if he wins this, who can possibly deny him?
Yeah, I agree. I think this is for the next one in the line for that lightweight title. So let's see how this gonna play out, especially like Charles, how he's gonna come back after his defeat. That's gonna be interesting because I know he asked it for some time out. So let's see, did he sort everything out? Is he coming back as a Charles who become lightweight champion?
Yeah, if anyone can come back from a loss or adversity, Charles Oliveira's proven that he can absolutely do that.
I agree.
Next up, we got Cody Garbrandt versus Trevin Jones. This is another short notice replacement happening this weekend. So, what's the story? Who's replacing who?
Yeah, Trevin Jones jumping in on short notice, replacing Julio Ars due to the knee injury. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out. Pretty short notice, just like a couple days ahead of the big event. And let's see also like it's gonna be interesting to see Cody Garbrandt. I think now this is going to play in his favor, getting the opponent at short notice. Let's see, can we see his old performance when he become the champion? Let's see where he's at. After the changing categories, couple bad performances, he's just a shadow of himself. So let's see how this plays out and where he's going to be after this matchup.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, definitely he's got a bit of an advantage, actually training for this fight, training for this date against a short notice replacement. But damn, I mean, we're going to talk about this in a few days. This card is so stacked. Garbrandt on the card was kind of flying under the radar for me, former
Yeah.
champion. So, I'm excited for this weekend for sure. Let's round it back to the main card, and probably most importantly, if you can see, just looking at the numbers, I'm ahead. I'm winning from the picks. So uh,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
to keep in mind. I'm up three to one.
Let's go like this. I could easily make this one draw because we both like said in the show that we both get Mike mellowed, but like when I placed the bet, I was like thinking I gave a chance Johan Lainisi if he stays on outside, but I guess he didn't stay too much on the outside in that match. because he got finished in the first round. So I guess he wasn't running and moving around good like in his previous match. So it is how it is. I decided to be honest and I put my initial on his side. And that's why, unfortunately, you see that result 3-1. But like even last week, why you bragging about this victory? Like, look, Andre Muniz, we both missed. Mez, we both missed. Tatiana Suarez, okay, if that would be a miss, then it would be like disastrous card
Yeah.
because like she was like super heavy favorite. So okay, that both we got it. It would be really big surprise that we didn't. And okay, what we have, we lost the main event, so one match didn't count. And
A win is a win. You know this, Alex,
I
and I'm
know,
gonna,
I know, I know,
I'm
I
gonna
know.
hold on to that.
If you're really ready to brag about that, I feel sorry for you.
But if we wind the tape back, I did say Augusto Sakai is the better fighter. He should win. If you look at his skills and his resume, he should beat Mays. But I was saying, the 4 losses in a row, 4 finishes, I think that'll add up, and that's how Mays could possibly take it. So I'm actually happy to see Sakai win, even though I was wrong. He gets to stay in the UFC. I would assume, getting this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. And we said through what fighters he got like four defeats. Like if I remember good, it was over him.
Tuivasa.
It was who else?
The fucking Russian judo dude.
Yeah, and I think KO against like what's his name, Jaruzinho. I think
Yeah.
that was like so four killers, and now finally like he managed to get unanimous decision again. Like he's not so good in finishing fight, but like he managed to show his skills, and end up on top. So that's good for him. We have interesting thing like to talk about, like my dispute with DraftKings. Let's go to that. You see, they're still holding me on pending. So what happened? Uh, I was watching ONE FC during the day. Like I played some bets. I was watching the fights. There was like some Muay Thai fights, so I'm like pretty much into now Muay Thai, especially after my trip in Thailand. And like I saw the fight was going on. It was Linda Darrow against Victoria Souza, and basically match is like finishing, and you still can place the bet on DraftKings. And I'm thinking like I was almost sure Victoria Souza will win, but you know how they are scoring in ONE FC. It's similar to the Pride rules. They watch whole match, not by the rounds. So I was like, I was a little bit undecisive. I was like, let me wait. I was waiting for them to raise the hand. I placed the bet. Their fault. I'm expecting my money. Like so we will see how that's gonna play out. It's still staying open. I tried to shoot a email to see what's going on. I still didn't get any feedback. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out. Honestly, on my side, I saw the opening, I saw the opportunity, I tried to cash it in, and I won my money. Like so we will see. I think if I can see many things, like how I was saying live, this, that, but I miss sometimes. Like this is like where I was sure 100% I will not miss.
Hopefully,
So
DraftKings doesn't catch one of this. They're not watching, but if they are, feel free to
no,
sponsor us.
I can say even pretty honestly to them, like it's your fault. You leave it there. I place the bet. Bet is closed. That's your problem. Like you did
That's
it
true.
on your end. Whose
It's all
fault?
above board.
Yeah, I don't care. It was
There's
there.
no James Krause shenanigans happen here. This is all fine.
No, this is like one level above James Krause. If I can do that every fight, next time this year, brother, we're gonna be a millionaires.
Yeah, let's get it. Maybe we should bet on one more often. But
Yeah.
we're still waiting for that money, so let's go.
Yep. What else we have? We have like what's the events? Go to the clips. We have like events for this month. So basically, we are starting for maybe the biggest event of this year. Can you go through the slides, please?
This is all we got, brother. But
Mm.
if you remember off the top of your head, you could just shoot that off.
Ah,
I mean,
I thought I put it in the slides. So basically, what we have March 4th, Jones versus Gane. We have Saturday, March 11th. We have Jan against Davilishvili. And we have March 18, Edwards against Usman 3. And to finish the month of March on 25th, we have Vera versus Sandhagen. So
bro, are those just the pay-per-views or is that all the fights?
that's the all events. I think the pay-per-views only are Jones and Edwards and Usman. So UFC 285 and 286. Jan is on the against the Shvili is on Fight Night, and also Vera Sanhagen is on Fight Night.
That's some stacked main events coming
Yeah,
up. You know,
yeah.
there's either a title on the line or title fight implications for the winner. So, um, yeah, UFC is blessing us with a good start to the next couple months.
It's my birthday month, so March
Yeah,
it's because of me, like they were like, okay, Alex, here's go, this is for you. All March you're gonna have amazing events. Like, yeah, we have like two pay-per-views in 1 month,
mhm.
and that's amazing. I don't know how it's gonna be rest of the year, but like this month is gonna be crazy, like next month actually. So
Yeah,
let's see, it's starting next Saturday, and in next 4 weeks we have like four amazing events.
yeah. Well, stay tuned because Wednesday we got some more fight talk. That's a big one. Of course, John Jones versus Cyril Gane. So I'm excited for that one.
Yep, me too. See you guys on Wednesday.
All right. Ciao.